Hello and welcome back to Jollyroger Hobbies. Today I have a very serious matter to talk about. I was defrauded by drone registration, and many of you may have too, or someone you know. This affects thousands of people, and you may not even know that you are a victim and may be flying your UAS illegally. This means that you could face civil and federal penalties if you do not stop right now. But first, a message from me. So stick around and I'll tell you all about it. We'll see you back in 40 seconds or less. Here on my channel, I do videos on general hobbies, which include model building, RC aircraft, planes, helicopters, etc., video games like Star Citizen, photography, geocaching, anything to do with aviation, and I also do product reviews. I put links to items that I showcase in my videos in the description, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll see when I upload a new video. Also, feel free to ask questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. And feel free to converse with one another, but please do it in a respectful way. Alright, so a quick backstory. Back in December of 2015, when I had first heard about the new UAS or drone registration laws, I went on the FAA website to register so I could fly my radio-controlled airplanes. After I registered, got my number, flying no problems, I got a new computer, and during the transfer I had lost my bookmarks, and the FAA website being one of those bookmarks I lost. Now, I had already registered, so this really didn't affect me and I didn't think about it. Well, I got busy and I ended up stopped flying for a few years because real life took over. So when things in real life calmed down, I ended up buying the Mavic Mini in November of 2019. So I went back to re-register so that way I could fly all my birds. Not remembering what the website was or having a bookmark, I Googled drone registration, and the first thing that popped up, I clicked on and went to. It said drone registration. I thought this was the regular FAA site. In fact, it even said FAA on it. So I went ahead and registered for 3 years, which was a 3-year certificate according to it. And while I was there, I went ahead and bought an ID card and some labels so I could label all my aircraft. In about 3 days, I received that card and labels. And I will show you now. So this is the card that came in the mail, and below it is one of the labels. Looks exactly like it should, exactly the same thing that you get in a PDF format from the FAA. In fact, even says FAA up on here. So fast forward to last week when I was watching a video on the proposed drone regulations from the FAA, when in one of the videos I was watching, the gentleman talked about the FAA's drone zone. And so I Googled that and went on the website and saw that it had a login. Now, I got out my password book and realized I still had the login from the FAA. So I went ahead and punched in my email and password, and I was in. So while I was looking at my dashboard, I noticed that the number on there, on my FAA registration certificate number, looked a little different. Then I noticed the expiration date and realized that this was my old card and that it had not updated to my new registration. The funny thing is I thought it was a 3-year registration because I just registered and it said 3 years, but this one didn't expire until the end of this year. So it was a 5-year registration. I thought that was a little odd, but maybe that was back when I registered. It was 5 years and it's 3 years now. But so my new number didn't match the number on my dashboard. And seeing no way I could update it, I decided to contact the FAA and ask them. So I clicked on the contact tab, filled out the form, and wrote them a letter. So what follows is those letters. Excuse me. To whom it may concern, Years ago, I registered my radio-controlled aircraft under the recreational use guideline. I thought that was a 3-year registration and had expired. So I re-registered and received a new UAS certification number as of November 18, 2019. However, my dashboard on the website still shows my old number, which states it has not yet expired. Here's the info that it displays. So I copy and pasted it. Below, forward, is letter confirmation that I received with the new registration. I have already changed all my aircraft to the new number. How do I get the new dashboard to display my new correct info? Thank you for your time in this matter. Sign me, Jollyroger, for this video. And then I forwarded the confirmation that I had gotten from what I thought was the FAA, the drone registration, telling me my new certificate number, the cards, PDF, even my order number is on here. The reply I got back was shocking. From the FAA, Jollyroger, thank you for contacting the FAA's Unmanned Aircraft Systems UAS Support Center. There is no need to renew your registration now, as it is not due until the end of this year. The new registration will never appear on your dashboard. This is because you have been defrauded by DroneRegistration.com, one of many scam sites which the U.S. Department of Transportation is taking action against. If you Google their address, you will find a post office box in St. Louis. I recommend you immediately contact your credit card company and cancel the charge if possible. Tell them you have been defrauded. You may report this at https://www.usa.gov/stop-scams-frauds. And I'm going to put that link in the description below. I further recommend that you change back to the old registration. At the end of the year, you will be able to renew with us at the FAAdronezone.faa.gov for $5. Sincerely, the FAA representative. And I'm going to put both those links in the description below. So if you need to go, you can go there. So I replied back to that and said, FAA, thank you very much about this info. Unfortunately, it was back in November when I did this, and so I'm out the $30. Thankfully, I used a prepaid credit card. Pretty smart in my idea. This is really sad as I got a nice official looking card with the FAA logo on it and labels for my aircraft. Again, the card and the labels. Really nice, I admit. But I said, oh well, in the trash they go. I will inform others about this, which is what I'm doing right now. And I said, thank you for your help, Jollyroger. So, here I am reporting it to you. So how about we take a look at DroneRegistration.com and take a look at this exact website and see why it looks legit and why many of you may have been defrauded by this as well. So here we are at Google. If I type in FAA drone registration, and we see right at the top of the list, FAA drone registration, 3-year hobby registration. You click on it. What pops up? Immediately, right away, FAA drone registration. Then you have recreational, commercial, accessories, and the Before You Fly app. Tell you maps and apps, register. And so immediately right on here we have the FAA recreational drone registration, $5. 3-year FAA recreational drone registration. And then you can get accessories. None, which is not recommended, an ID card, 4 drone labels, ID card, and 4 drone labels. So let's just select that because that sounds the best. But first, you can see here it tells you the certificate for recreational use, valid for 3 years, PDF format. Labeling instructions, your optional cards. Here is all your exceptions that you must do in order to register. Yeah, looks pretty legit. We'll just say continue. Then it asks here for your first name, last name, phone number, physical address, zip code, select your color of your drone labels, and said you read everything and continue. And then you enter in your credit card information and you pay for it, and you get an ID card with labels. Here's something a little bit more scary. Commercial registration. Register single drone, or we'll just click on commercial registration. FAA commercial drone registration. 3-year commercial part 107 drone registration. Again, same stuff. We hit continue. First name, last name, phone number, part 107 account information. So they want you to enter just an account name. Could be any name you want. Doing a business as. Your address, zip code, your drone nickname, drone type, home built or purchased, model number, serial number, and drone labels. Absolutely nothing about a Part 107 test results or number or anything. Now, I'm not Part 107, so I don't know exactly what's required, but I guarantee you something a little bit more than just this. And boom, you can get a Part 107 commercial drone registration. But I'm recreational and only noticed this afterwards. So this is the site I went to. So if you or someone you know has been defrauded by this company, I urge you to contact your bank, put a stop charge on it, if possible, and report this fraud to the website I mentioned before. And again, that link will be in the description. Furthermore, stop flying until you get a real, correct, official FAA registration. And you can do that by the FAA website, again, in the link in the description. Please do not fly illegally, at least anymore. There's a reason why this video is going out to everybody. So you can help me out further and help others out. Please share this video on social media. Share it with your family, your friends, any drone communities that you know of. Post it on different sites. Let's get this word out of this fraudulent website preying on us right now that we don't even know about. And many people are flying illegally thinking they're legal until they get confronted and find out that they're illegal and the government may seek charges against them. I want to stop that, so help me get this out. I usually end my videos with, I hope you've enjoyed and thanks for watching. However, this one, I cannot in good conscience do that. So I'm going to simply say thank you for watching and thank you for helping me get this word out of this injustice